the story of a Kilburn legend. Before I break down the gruesome stories, make sure you subscribe and watch till the end. This video will keep your mouth open. Justo immigrated to London from Congo after a tragedy. Watched his family get raped, killed, and abused by Congolese rebels. Born to a father who was in politics, his family was targeted by the rebels. Before coming to London, he went to France, where most his family resides. Brent Council, through the 80s and 2000s, had a load of immigrants coming in to claim asylum. High-rises like Chalk Hill, Stonebridge, and South Kilburn were slowly being flooded ethnically, and by the 90s were areas obtained by different ethnic groups.
When I first came to this country, and my mom had a choice where she wanted to live, Stonebridge or South Kilburn. So, basically, we said we wanted to live here. Do you know what I'm saying? And I remember I was standing right here, and we saw the park. When we saw the park, it was like, yeah, this is where I wanted to live. And
let's fast forward to the 2000s, when Justo started to merge with his area and start to make a name for himself. South Kilburn was an area known for money making. Justo was close with C-Biz, and Justo had a brother named Tank, who was also a high-ranking member. March 4th, 2007 was a dark day for South Kilburn, as they lost a key individual who was killed by the Kensal Green gang. Tank, Justo's brother, was shot 3 times while he sat in his Audi A3, twice in the shoulder and once in the neck. This caused many murders in the borough of Brent, and many innocent lives were lost. C-Biz and Justo were both trialed for separate murders after Tank's death and were found not guilty. In May 2010, a man was walking out of KFC in Harrow Road, where he was then shot at and struck with a rainfall with bullets. In 2012, Justo was fighting a murder charge alongside other members, and after a long trial that lasted for months, he was found not guilty and walked home. The man that was shot dead was said to be a man from East London and had no involvement in the death of Tank or the issues that were in the Brent borough. Justo has made music since the 2000s and was known for adding the African taste to his music, which made it blow and is on millions of views. South Kilburn and Stonebridge built a strong bridge and even came together to make songs, as they shared all the same enemies. You could see the difference between Stonebridge and South Kilburn members, as all the South Kilburn members had expensive jewelry, cars, and clothes, but Stonebridge was focused on violence more than money. By the 2010s, C-Biz took South Kilburn somewhere else, with being one of the biggest artists to come out of northwest London, competing with Enemy Nines numbers-wise. Justo has been active on the scene, trying to do positive things. He featured on a channel called Teas and Crumpets, where he showed them around South Kilburn Estate and explained the history behind the estate. He's also started a podcast with Stonebridge member Punch and has featured on podcast with Young Spray, someone who is one of the faces of UK culture. That's the story of Justo. Got another video cooking that everyone's heard of but not seen his story, so watch out for that one. Like and subscribe.